buy coffees for grown-ups.
Might be a Beba, her mood affects the weather. When she's unhappy, well, the temperature gets weird. Might be a Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
They say he saw the future. One day he disappeared. Oh, and that's why Mom Julieta, here's her deal. Whoa, the truth is she can heal you with a meal. Whoa, her recipes are remedies for real. If you're impressed, imagine how I feel, Mom. Welcome to the family, Madrigal. The home of the family, Madrigal.
What are you doing?
They were just asking about the family and...
She was about to tell us about her super awesome gift!
Oh, Mirabel didn't get one.
You didn't get a gift?
Mirabel! Delivery! I gave you the special since you're the only Madrigal kid with no gift. I call it the not special since, you have no gift.
Thanks.
Oh, and tell Antonio good luck. Last gift ceremony was a bummer. Last one being yours, that did not work.
If I was you, I'll be really sad.
Well, my little friend, I am not. Because the truth is, gift or no gift, I am just as special as the rest of my family.
Who wants more cake?
All right, guys, where do I drop the wagon?
Maybe your gift is being in denial.
I'm in rainbow. Get the chairs out of the way.
Hey, Cero, give me a hand.
Lift it higher. Higher.
Hey, nice job over there. Yeah.
Camilo, we need another Jose.
Jose!
Luisa, the piano goes upstairs.
I'm on it. Oh, careful, sis.
My baby's night has to be perfect, and it's not perfect. And people are going to be coming.
You're
I'm not
donating the flowers. The flowers.
Did someone say flowers?
Our angel. Our angel.
Please don't clap.
Thank you.
Oh, it's nothing.
A little sisterly advice. If you weren't always trying too hard, you wouldn't be in the way.
Actually, Isa, this is called helping. And I'm not in the way. You are.
She needs to know, baby. She needs to know.
Don't talk about Bruno.
He would see something terrible. And then, crack! Boom! It would happen.
We don't talk about Bruno.
What if you didn't understand what he saw?
Then you better figure it out because it was coming for you.
We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno. But it was my wedding day.
It was our wedding day.
We were getting ready and there wasn't a cloud in the sky.
No clouds allowed in the sky.
Bruno walks in with a mischievous grin.
Thunder.
You're telling this story or am I?
I'm sorry, mi vida go on.
Bruno says it looks like rain.
Why did he tell
In
us?
doing so, he floods my brain.
Abuela gets the umbrella.
Married in a hurricane.
What a joyous day, but anyway.
We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno. I grow rose and rows of roses, Flor de Mayo, by the mile. I make perfect practiced poses, so much hype behind my smile. What could I do if I just grew what I was feeling in the moment? You know where you're going. What could I do if I just knew it didn't need to be perfect? It just needed to be, and it let me be. A hurricane of hot strangling feet, hanging vines. This is fine. But now the state of fills the air as I climb and dive, push through. What else can I do?
Luisa, can you reroute the river?
Will do. Lisa, the donkeys got out again.
On it. Lisa! Wait a second! You gotta tell me about the magic. What's going on? What are you hiding?
Nothing. Just got a lot of chores, so maybe you should just go home.
Lisa, my house is leaning to the...
Dolores said your eye was twitching. And it never twitches if something's making you nervous.
Move. You're gonna make me drop a donkey.
Luisa, will you just tell me what it is?
There's nothing to tell.
You're obviously worried about something. Lisa, if you know what's hurting the magic and it gets worse because you won't tell me what's wrong.
Nothing's wrong!
Wow, sorry, that snuck out there.
I'm the strong one, I'm not nervous. I'm as tough as the crust of the earth is.
Okay.
I move mountains, I move churches, and I glow cause I know what my worth is.
Of course, I mean, hey, where are you going?
I don't ask how hard the work is. Got a rough and destructible surface. Diamonds and platinum, I find I'm platinum. I take what I'm handed, I break what's demanded. But under the surface, I feel berserk as a tightrope walker in a 3-ring circus. Under the surface, was Hercules ever like, yo, I don't wanna fight Cerberus? Under the surface, I'm pretty sure I'm worthless if I can be of service. A flaw or a crack, the straw in the stack that breaks the camel's back. What breaks the camel's back? It's special like the drip, drip, drip that'll never stop. Whoa, pressure that'll tip, tip, tip till you just don't pop. Whoa, give it to your sister's older. Give her all the heavy things we can't shoulder. Who am I if I can't run with the ball? If I fall.
I've never been able to come back here. This river is where we were given our miracle.
Where Abuelo Pedro?
I thought we would have a different life. I thought I would be a different woman.
Dos oruguitas enamoradas pasan sus noches y madrugadas llenas de hambre. Siguen andando y navegando un mundo que cambia y sigue cambiando. Navegando un mundo que cambia y sigue cambiando. Dos oruguitas paran el viento mientras se abrazan con sentimiento. Siguen creciendo, no saben cuándo buscar algún rincón. El tiempo sigue cambiando, inseparables son, y el tiempo sigue cambiando. Ay, oruguitas, no se aguante más, hay que crecer, aparte y volver. Hacia adelante seguirás, vienen milagros, vienen crisálidas. Hay que partir y construir su propio futuro.
Number 1. An ode to Colombian culture. If you've ever visited Colombia, you've probably noticed that the country's population is made up of people from different ethnic backgrounds, thanks to a combination of the 3 primary origin communities: light-skinned European, dark African, as well as Native American. As a result, individuals of these 3 ethnic backgrounds, and just about everything in between, can be found in the very same region. Furthermore, each area of Colombia has its own unique cultural form of expression. In Encanto, we can see not only diverse populations, but also diverse ethnic as well as cultural expressions, such as the heritage of the Colombian Caribbean, Colombian Pacific, and Colombian Andean territory. This inclusivity is very much appreciable in this modern age of ending ethnic and cultural differences. Encanto is intimately involved in and courteous and respectful of the Latino culture. The individual members of the Madrigal family have different skin tones ranging from light to dark, and different hair textures ranging from straight to naturally curly. It is almost like a full spectrum that reflects the uniqueness of the Latino society. Number 2. First Disney protagonist to wear glasses. Countless people wear glasses, but not the ones in Disney movies. While people who wear glasses will appreciate Mirabel's glasses, they may be unaware of how uncommon it is to see the protagonist wearing glasses, let alone in an animated Disney film. Mirabel is not like other Disney protagonists, who live in palaces while patiently waiting for their future husbands. She also certainly appears to be very distinctive, and she is the first Disney main character ever to wear glasses. She wears her green spectacles with ease on her huge, beautiful eyes, seeming quite awesome and more like a regular girl to which numerous people from the audience can connect. Number 3. green color, and Bruno. Bruno is a wonderful character, and his moral ambiguity is openly displayed by means of the color green. When he appears on screen, the background is completely green, and his clothes are also of the same color, making him fit in. Furthermore, to emphasize his family connection with Mirabel, her spectacles have a green frame as well. Moreover, her skirt and room are both green, implying that she will eventually solve the mystery of her probably missing uncle. Number 4. Isabella's dress. What most people do not notice is that Mirabel's sister, Isabella's dress, is patterned in the style of flower petals. The plunging neckline is richly decorated with orchids. Colombia's national flower is the Cattleya triani orchid, and her dress beautifully pays tribute to it. Number 5. Absence of a prominent villain. Maleficent appears in Sleeping Beauty, Ursula appears in The Little Mermaid, and almost every other Disney film has a particularly notable antagonist. Most of these antagonists have become as loved and respected as the protagonist, but there is no villainous or evil personality in Encanto. Abuela appears to be impolite at times, and Mirabel and Isabella appear to be at odds, but these are household quarrels. Mirabel must cope with Abuela's quite well but excessively higher desires, but Abuela sincerely cares for her relatives and never decides to commit any mischievous act at all against her family members, hence denying the cliché of the presence of a villain. But the true antagonist in Encanto is one that no one recognizes. It is the constant fear that retains the Madrigals from becoming entirely honest with each other, combined with the relentless pressure to uphold their obligations. This fear threatens the magic that controls their family. So, regardless of the lack of the typical bad guy in the film, this type of situation is quite easy to relate to, since numerous people figure that the role they perform in their families restrict the aspects of themselves that they want to openly express. Number 6. Similarity with Rapunzel. An obvious similarity with Rapunzel seems to be ignored by many people. When Isabella arrives, swinging wildly on a floral vine, she is indeed very similar in nature to Rapunzel in Disney's Tangled, who regularly uses her long hair to swing wildly all around trees, get out of her high tower, and so on. Number 7. Mickey Mouse reference. There is also a reference to Mickey Mouse in the film that many people seem to have missed. There is a photograph of Mickey Mouse on the wall right where Antonio sits with the animals. Furthermore, when the song Waiting on a Miracle begins to play, a possible hidden Mickey can be spotted in the firework displays, trying to demonstrate how Disney never tends to forget its old favorites. Number 8. Rejection of the classic Disney tropes. Mirabel, like most Disney princesses, has a deep relationship with her household, but she continues to struggle with feelings of worthlessness, like normal girls often do in their daily lives. However, unlike the legendary Disney princess clichés that ultimately lead protagonists on a new adventure after verifying their worth, Mirabel's possible future clearly points to a prosperous future in the very same cottage she has lived in her entire existence, with much the same individuals and about the same way of life. This helps make Mirabel the complete opposite of the famous Elsa, because instead of embarking on a journey to discover herself, her journey directly led her inward into her own family background and the mysteries entombed within it, making Encanto a Disney adventure that never leaves home. This proves how sometimes it is a change of mindset and feelings that are required, not the environment. Mirabel's complete absence of magical powers distinguishes her from the other Disney protagonists. In many cases, actually, Disney's protagonists have unique abilities or gifts that set them apart from other main characters. Mirabel, on the other hand, is the only prominent member of her family who does not have a magical gift, but feels just as special and important as the rest of them. It is indeed her journey that teaches her to become entirely comfortable with the fact that she lacks what everybody else has. Number 9. Canceling the true love tradition. Encanto also rejects Disney's classic true love tradition, because Mirabel not only does not really cruise into the dusk with a handsome prince, but she also has no romantic involvement at any point in the movie. This demonstrates how not every protagonist demands a knight in shining armor, as some can do just fine on their own. Mirabel does not seek affection. She does not take the lead in the narrative because she can do things that others cannot, and she does not become an unassailable hero to everyone around her. Instead, she tries to save others' gifts, and she is eventually accepted for who she always has been. That too, while not having a romantic partner. Number 10. Jungle Book reference. Antonio's bedroom is very jungle-themed. When in one scene Antonio runs across his room, it gets very reminiscent of the Jungle Book, leaving the audience nostalgic. If only we could see Baloo again. Number 11. Yellow butterflies. Encanto offers insight into a vibrant cultural spot that really isn't well represented in pop society as it should have been. Quite apart from the pretty standard enchiladas and virtually unlimited floral diversity, Encanto contains a Colombian cultural cornerstone, yellow butterflies. When Abuela and Mirabel try to reconcile, the yellow butterflies make their most prominent aesthetic in Encanto, leaving the viewers mesmerized. This scene takes place after Mirabel has started to feel the most isolated, but Abuela tells her that she absolutely adores her at a time when they believe just about anything they hold dear has been taken away. Even after having a family who has always been there to actively support one another, Mirabel has often felt vulnerable because of the fact she did not possess magic. The yellow butterflies show up all along the stream in a fog of deeply moving delight when Mirabel eventually feels recognized, leaving the audience teary-eyed with their enchantment. Number 12. FIFA reference. When Bruno politely offers Mirabel anything to watch on, quote, television, the slide for sports seems to be from Colombia's final game in the 1990 FIFA World Cup against Germany. Colombia advanced to the round of 16 after scoring an equalizer in the 90th minute. That goal was huge at the time and spread joy all across Colombia. Number 13. Frozen 2 reference. Another Disney reference that many people overlook is the scene in which donkeys serve as background singers, performers, and members of the audience. This is a respectful nod to Kristoff's Lost in the Woods medley in Frozen 2, in which reindeer facilitated him in singing his piece of music. If only actual donkeys could sing just like that. Number 14. LUCA reference. Another detail that many people overlook is Bruno's striking similarity to LUCA. Although LUCA is essentially a Pixar motion picture, it's difficult not to remember Silencio Bruno sometimes when Bruno is explicitly mentioned. The phrase Silencio Bruno is at the heart of Pixar's LUCA, a narrative concerning learning to believe one's own. It is a teasing phrase from Luca's best friend Alberto that actively inspires him to conquer his internal Bruno, namely the doubts and feelings of inadequacy he often faces. In Encanto, when Bruno is specifically mentioned, no one in the household wants to speak regarding him. They choose to suffer in silence on Bruno's specific case. Number 15. Doctor Who reference. When Antonio eventually gains control of his magical abilities and opens up the door to the fantastical realm to welcome the local villagers inside, one boy goes on to state, "It's bigger on the inside." This utterance is a subtle reference to Doctor Who, which many audience members overlooked. When individuals first visit the TARDIS in Doctor Who, they easily and frequently say the same thing. Number 16. Bruno's return. Bruno sings a particular song that is constantly playing in the background picture during his emotional return to his family, all of you. What most folks don't know is that this scene in the movie pays homage to Elsa's instantly recognizable Let It Go song from Disney's Frozen. Bruno starts singing gladly, "Let it snow, let it go," and sprinkles salt over himself to realistically simulate snowfall. Number 17. Societal status. Mirabel is not a Disney princess, and the Madrigal family is not part of the royal family. What the viewing public largely overlooked is the reality that, regardless of the fact that they really do not reside in palaces and royal residences, wear expensive and feathery gowns like actual royals, or sit on a massive throne to govern an empire, they are freely given prestigious position in the surrounding society. This is due to their extraordinary magical abilities. They serve as the community's leaders and help protect them. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you noticed more awesome hidden details in the movie, let us know in the comments down below, and maybe we can do another video on Encanto soon. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not miss any future content on Encanto and other Disney animation movies.